This video might actually change your life, and you might be thinking, what's that, Karina? Honestly, this is the nervous system in very, very simple language, because I'm going to explain to you why things often get worse or seem to be worse before they get better. And actually, this information is going to help you understand why it's so difficult to get out of ruts and therefore help you to get out of stuckness and ruts. So, when we are calm and relaxed and everything is okay, we are resting and digesting, we are here. When something happens that evokes stress within us and our cortisol rises, we go up into fight and flight. This is when we get symptoms like overthinking, overanalyzing, moving really fast, having our heart racing faster, and things like that. That feels scary. Sometimes people will go to an extreme of having panic attacks and stuff, but sometimes that just feels like a low level sense of anxiety and worry. When that anxiety and the situation becomes really overwhelming, peak stress is when you go into freeze, you shut down. It's like an animal playing dead, okay? This is where you can feel numb, you can feel lifeless, you can feel like nothing is ever going to get better, and you have very, very negative thoughts. Remember that our state, our nervous system, will dictate our thoughts. So when you're thinking very negative thoughts, ask yourself, what state am I in? Okay, often people go up into freeze, which is peak stress. So, in order to get out of peak stress, you have to pass through fight or flight. Again, what goes up must come down. So, this is where people go, oh no, I was feeling numb, which is sometimes maybe even better than feeling fight or flight symptoms, which feel very, very scary. So when they start feeling those sensations again, they go back up into freeze, which is that overwhelm of I can't do this, I can't get out of this. But actually going past fight or flight again and feeling those sensations is part of how we get back down into fight or flight. It's also why I always say to my clients in the living room and every other thing that I've done, that actually it's so important that we just allow ourselves to feel what we are feeling, okay? We have to feel what we're feeling in order to get through it. It's part of the journey of acceptance and of trusting ourselves and our emotions, and that everything we feel is right 100% of the time. So, in very, very simple terms, when we're stressed, we'll go up into fight or flight. That will feel really uncomfortable. If it starts to get too uncomfortable and we're frightened of our feelings, we may go up into freeze. Often people live in chronic functional freeze. So when they start actually addressing some of the ways that they may be abandoning themselves or the ways that they have not been looking after themselves, and they start to actually feel their emotions more, they go into fight or flight, which activates the sympathetic nervous system, which feels really uncomfortable. If you stick with it, if you stay with that discomfort, you'll go back down into rest and digest, and things will start to settle. But I just wanted to do this video to describe why it's so hard to get out of that state, and actually all of these sensations are very, very normal as part of your recovery. So I hope you found this video useful. Follow me for more.